Hello here, this is Wilburnator. As what Big Mike talked about, we actually going to have a discussion video about the episode 2 and 3 of Lupin versus Pato. So just going to LP. And what make sure is that how would I think about episode 2, um, usual robot episode. The only complaint I had for the series at first is we're going to watch a show is the aesthetic that they're trying to do with the camera, which I'm glad they got rid of that in the third episode. I think because I really don't like the drone thing. I know there's some other people who like the drone shots. It makes me dizzy. So as I mentioned earlier, this is more of a fake crossover because at least we got the Patrangers given a proper henshin sequence. They're all the same and they're all from the same collection, so that kind of pisses off the blue guy about it. So about the story, I did complain a lot that this is becoming like Kamen Rider Brave or Banjo from Build, and it's not because I don't like it. It's because of we having these not in a row, but you finally notice there's a popularity of these kind of things. And I have no doubts that the blue guy will become popular more so than the red because he's kind of boring. And for all throughout, they wanted to make me see that he's a cool guy, and he does. He's the calm, collective type. But I'm not really feeling the thieves. Ironic coming from this guy who actually likes Persona so much, and they really try to copy or not really copy, but they're trying to ride the wave that's Persona 5. And Persona 5 is now the popular thing, the popular RPG. They really took a lot of elements and they say Lupin, and ironically, our son was the hero's theme Persona. And we got to the Patrangers, and a lot of people say they were lame, but the thing is, the more lamer the Sentai, the more we love the lame guys. Because I, this guy really they're entertaining. They're one dimensional. I'll give them that. I'll give the haters for that. But they're more at least they're more real. They're more relatable. That at least you can laugh along with these guys. And the problem is, you can really tell the writing team doesn't even want to give them the attention. They're like, oh, they're the background characters. There are the verses. And third episode, even though it was supposed to be them, it's still about the thieves. And I hope the fourth one, actually, since we're seeing it's a pink centered episode, I hope they're given the chance because, come on, if they make the thieves are the central theme of the show, but we're getting to the Brave thing, like what happened in X8, the Brave Central episodes where, oh god, this is annoying. I just really want to see a real centric episode in this show because this show's getting a lot of promise for episode 2. It's getting there. It's rising up. I feel like watching back again in the old days, and Rangers were, yeah, but not there. Some others, it's hard to get back, and this one is, at least I got an excuse, and I wanted to see more, or at least equally on the other side as well. So since we're going to get this pattern, I think they may be because of different writers. So once we get to episode 3, it's about them, and the problem is that they're trying to set up. It's not yet really focused. They're still trying to get the reins on how this team works. And the only problem is that, in my interest, I want to see more of them. And they were given cool fighting scenes. And when I say they're acting like a real Sentai, like being police, instead of catching criminals, they have to destroy a threat. At least they're doing their job. So what about the robots? Alright, so Good Striker. Good Striker is a free as the wind character. So he's more of inclined to the thieves in as we are seeing it right now. The design philosophy of two robots is very contrasting. One, Lupin Kaiser, is a very cartoony robot. I was supposed to like because the face and everything is good, but he has a lame finisher. The other one is a generic super robot from a Super Sentai show, but I like it more as well. And this is what the one thing because when I check on the forums, they was like that. Oh, like we like the Lupin Kaiser because it looks unique. Yes, it does look unique, but I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm yeah. Good job on making me liking the. If they're saying that you're supposed to like the thieves, I'm getting back to that again. Yeah, that's actually my complaint. That if you're saying versus, then you're comparing one. At least you should give us a chance. At least have equal in the show within that 22-minute time limit. This is Sentai. This is supposed to be simple, not Kamen Rider. I don't like seeing Kamen Riders in my Sentai show. If I see one Kamen Rider, keep it in Kamen Rider. That's the only thing I have a problem with this show right now is that they're trying to take more elements of it, especially more so on episode 2 when the blue guy was actually a Kamen Rider in a Sentai skin. And of course, since we're having a pink centric episode, I hope that at least that yellow will also have the same kind of treatment, but judging on from their flashback. So, all right, we're going to talk about one part of this show next on episode 2. Let's get back into that one since we're talking about 2 and 3. Their flashback sequence is that they all look like entitled snobs, especially from Yellow. Is that she's more of kind of in their character. She's just there, and suddenly her friend breast friend got frozen. Blue was the more developed of the three, and while the red is more like, oh, I hate my brother, and then suddenly my brother was frozen, and he died. So they made a pact on wishing that they'll get back, but only one wish. So it's going to be like Dragon Ball, that they're going to selfishly resurrect their loved ones, just like Kamen Rider. They want to have his girlfriend back, like Brave. At least that Manjo was not that selfish. Okay, so we're getting now on after that. We're going to have to see them fight, and the choreography is better, especially in the first few episodes. And how they use their finishers is the interesting part. So the Patrangers actually combine themselves into one entity, and that is a good reverse trope of combining weapons. Since instead of combining all our weapons into one, they're combining them into one. But we didn't see them actually fight. It's just only a finisher exclusive, just like those Power Rangers where they're exclusive suits for inside the robot. And that's I'm not really entirely fond of it, but I like the antics of that. While the Lupin Rangers, okay, we're going to go for the cool route, and we're going to have triple split. I like the effects. It kind of reminds me of Gokaiger, but that's it. It's just cool because it's a unity finisher rather than a combined finisher. And the bad guys for once, after gathering all 3 episodes for now, I'm not really feeling of the bad guy. Um, they're all rehashes of Roboroids from Drive, I think, because one of them exactly is medic, while the other general, the grenade guy, I don't really know much about him, and the boss is just sitting there, waiting. And there is this mysterious dude who is actually the one who froze the relatives. He's kind of like the rival character. And the thing about Sentai is they always pride themselves on having good rival characters. And I hope this guy would stay long and he doesn't get defeated after 10 episodes. I wish he could go for 15 or 20 and getting a power up. But these will make it fine because they hyped him up in the opening, or unless they will have another new general. And just want to hope at least we have some good enemies again in Sentai, because if you watch all of your Sentais, they're getting blurred in the end that we don't really have much good rival characters. Okay, so my overall opinions on this show is that it's actually good for to start again. They're now trying expand a concept of a crossover series now, except it wasn't really a crossover series, it's a merge series with a fake title. But I digress. Some of you may be saying that no, it's not really intended for that one, and I believe yeah. But that still kind of irks me a lot. And also, robot scenes, it's still CG. We haven't seen the suit actors yet doing their thing. So we may actually get to see that in the future. And as for what Mike said, the Lupin collection, yeah, make it a thing, but I don't think every part of it will be a collectible. But there are a good nod to every Super Sentai item, especially one that looks like the Tiki robot from Ranger. Yeah, that really goes back to the memories, and they really wanted to make this a comeback after their supposed end. I may going to try to rewatch the other series again because I only stop usually because that's what Sentai's notorious for. Early episodes are always yawn fest. So I'm going to try hard to watch more of it and try to give more thought into that. I wish I could actually go back with Ryder with Mike, but that's going to be his own thing for the moment until we can actually see what we're going to do about it. And also in the future, I may going to talk about older writers because the thing about writers is that nostalgia makes it make you see they're superior. But I wanted to see if they do deserve it, so I may going to do some episodes about that. Okay, so wanted to support this series for now, and we'll see on the next 20, and hope it really holds up. So for now, I'm going to end with this video, and I hope I will improve in the future. This is my first time being on myself, so I'm sorry if I'm going all over the place. I really don't have a script. I wanted to make sure that everything as I said is how I remember it. And so, have yourselves a good day. Subscribe, ring for notifications. Have an awesome week, and join Mike's Two Sweet Nation. Thank you, and have yourself a great day.